If you want to see me create another look using the Tiny Marvels palette by Mel Thompson and Sydney Grace, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène, and yes, we're going to play with this little palette again. This is going to be my third look using the Tiny Marvels palette, at least third look on camera. And before I get started, I do want to just identify my nails today. And that is a couple of polishes from Ciate London. I've got Summer Haze, which is a brand new one that I just unveiled in my Ciate advent calendar. I'll put the video right there. And it is topped with Star-Crossed. And I'm really, really liking the combo. Pardon me, my hands are super dry right now because of all the cleaning I'm doing. But I do like the combo, and it is thanks to Julie, who suggested the combo of this Summer Haze with a topper, and I'm enjoying it quite a bit. Okay, it felt like an ad for some reason, but it's just, I just wanted to say thank you and that I'm enjoying the new nail color. The nail color I had yesterday was a yellow nail color, and the nail polish from Sephora I would not recommend. It's called Yellow Car, I think it's called. Yeah, not great. Anyway, we're talking about this palette today. I did do my base makeup. My eyebrows are obviously done. I have some lipstick on and some bronzer blush highlighter. But we're mostly worrying about the eyes today, and I'm actually going to do a look that does not go with my nail polish, but that's okay. It's far enough for my face. I'm just going to take the plastic off and show you the palette. Now, I have done two looks so far. My first look was with Mantis, and I will put that video right there. I was super, super impressed with Mantis. It looked great in the crease. I also had it on the outer lid, and I had fire butts on at almost like a topper on the lid, and I thought the look turned out terrific. So I was super, super happy about that. And then I ended up using this area of the palette with Scarab and Love Bug and what's this one called? Bugaboo as some supporting cast members, but really the one I wanted to use was Scarab. And I resisted the first look with this palette I did with Mantis. I resisted Scarab, but when it came to a second look, I went straight for it. This time, I really want to use Meadowhawk. And I'm thinking I'm going to end up using Meadowhawk and these couple of shadows, probably Web on the brow bone. I may go into Spider if I need to, but I'm really thinking of these guys here and that one right there. So we are going to go right into it straight away. And I think I'm going to go in with Bugaboo. Right away in the crease, and let's see where we get to. So I'm going to use my very fluffy brush that I like to use straight off the hop when starting a look. It's very fluffy, and so it distributes the color really nicely. On my lids already, I have the usual color that I have as my to set my primer, and it's Wheat from the Smashbox Matte Exposure. And that is the last time I'm going to be able to say that because I have repressed it with another color from that palette. So if you are curious, stay tuned for my next Pan That Palette video because I definitely have some updates and developments for you. I'm very, very pleased. It's actually, the palette's right back there open and it's drying right now because I just finished making those changes, and I have something. I had an eyelash in my field of vision. Okay, back into Bugaboo for a little bit more, just picking up the same shadow. And I mentioned a few things that are on my face. For anything else that you want to know, it's always in the description box. And I say that, I discovered yesterday that a video from a number of days ago had the eyeshadow look from the previous update on that topic. I fixed that. I don't usually make that mistake, but it was kind of funny. I must have been in a hurry whenever I uploaded that other video, and I don't even remember what it was. But yeah. If you ever notice that my description and my video don't match, feel free to give me a poke and let me know that that's the case. It's the first time I've ever seen that, but we all make mistakes sometimes, right? And I'm going to go in with my angled brush to take Bugaboo on the lower outer lid. And I always put it on just the one side of the brush and it's pointing upward. And it just prevents unnecessary fallout because the lower part of the brush can just pick up some of that fallout if there is any. Anyway, that's just a little personal hack that I've been using that I appreciate. So I filmed a video yesterday for today, which is my birthday. It's actually today. I'm filming this on September 3rd. And so you're going to see a few days, a few videos where I mention my birthday. I have that as going up on the official day. But just going to share, I had a lot of fun today because I went out and I'm going to use the same brush to just deepen up the outer lid. I had a lot of fun going to get the freebies that I can get. So I have already filmed what I got from Sephora. I have yet to go and pick up what I ordered from, not what I ordered, pardon me, what I can get from Shoppers Drug Mart. They always give a little goodie bag. And every Shoppers Drug Mart is independently owned. So you never know what it is that you're going to get. It's not standardized. It's just you pick from, at least the one I go to, you pick from a bunch of little bags. You just hope you pick a good one for what it is that you like. And sometimes it's skincare, sometimes it's a makeup item. And so that's a lot of fun. And I went this morning and I had a few things to pick up. I picked up the few things and then I left without going to the makeup counter to pick up my goodie bag. So I'm going to go back. Luckily, it's a 5-minute drive. It's not a big deal. But you do have to go on the day of your birthday. So I don't want to forget to go back. I guess I'm going to go back all made up. So that's kind of nice. And I also went to Starbucks, or as I like to call it, Buc-ee's. I go to Buc-ee's. And I went to get my free drink or food item, and in my case, I ordered, which is the same thing I ordered last year, which is a venti coffee, dark roast, and the barista said, "Do you want to get an extra shot?" And I went, "Well, sure, I'll get an extra shot," and then topped with whipped cream. It was divine. I loved it, and it took me 2 hours to finish it because those coffee cups, they tend to last a long time. As far as, I don't drink them quickly, obviously, and they stay hot pretty long. And so that was a lot of fun. And there's something else I'm missing. So yeah, I talked about Sephora, I talked about Shoppers Drug Mart that I have to go back to. Oh yeah, and my stepdad came by and he knows me pretty well because, oh yeah, let me just take a step back. I also went to Superstore, which is like our big grocery chain, Loblaws here in Canada. And I went to get some sushi from the sushi bar and just a few other things. Mangoes is my favorite, so I bought a case of mangoes. Yeah, a case. And some corn because I know my husband's going to be really happy. And then also some cheese. I picked up some brie and some oka. And oka is a Canadian cheese as well that I really, really like. So that's kind of my birthday food. And then my stepdad comes by and he has the perfect food. He also got me sushi, so he knows me really well. He got my husband and I 2 huge rib steaks and a bottle of red wine to help me celebrate my birthday tonight, and I love it. I'm not huge on birthday cake, but a steak that I've already seasoned and it's on the counter, it's going to stay there on the counter until we're ready to cook it on the barbecue. Just perfect, perfect. And then we're going to go out with some friends of ours, going to their place Saturday, and that will be a lot of fun as well. I just love spending a birthday with friends and family and just having a good time. That's all. That's all. Nothing too complicated. Speaking of uncomplicated, look at that. This is one shadow. I mean, Bugaboo it's beautiful. If I were to just put a little bit of something lighter in the very inner lid, and of course web on the brow bone, I could be done. It's beautiful. So speaking of the brow bone, let's go into web. This is web right here. And it's a beautiful brow bone color. So let's do that right now. I'm going to do it a la Mel Thompson, and just keep it very, very close to the brow. And other side. Oh yeah, there's something else too. See, it's all coming back to me. Urban Decay, who I am a customer of online, offered up a heavy metals liner, and I know which one I want. Something Sticks. Sticks is in the name. Stone and Sticks, something like that. And it's kind of a burgundy brown. That's the one that I want because it's almost like Lounge from Urban Decay. Well, kind of like Scarab, and it's probably this shadow that is influencing me on the one that I want from Urban Decay. But it requires kind of, you add the birthday gift to something that you want to buy. And I have a month to figure out what it is that I want to get from Urban Decay. But there was nothing on the site that was really pulling me towards it. So I'm just going to bide my time and figure out what it is that I'm going to get. And I might just end up getting a mascara. I've been thinking of trying the Freak mascara. It has me intrigued, but we'll see. And the Perversion liner too. I'm kind of curious. Okay, so web looks pretty good, and I think that I am ready to go into Meadowhawk. This one right here. And I think Bugaboo is doing a good enough job. I might just go with one more brush and just deepen it up a little bit more, and then I'll go into Meadowhawk. And Meadowhawk, I love the name. It's a different name it's for a kind of dragonfly, as far as I could tell. And I really like the name. I think that's so cool. So I'm just using a more dense brush, and it makes Bugaboo look like a different color on the eye, and I really, really like that. So it looks like I'm not going to go into Spider at all. Yeah, that's looking really good. And with a dense brush, Bugaboo does not lift up out of the pen as much. I guess a fluffy brush really gets it to fluff up. I am liking Bugaboo enough. I'm going to go in with my Precise Smudger brush and use it as liner on the lower lash line. This is going to turn into quite the monochromatic look. I was hoping my lips would match. I think it sort of does. Not quite perfectly, but I've definitely had worse. Just looking or thinking about what other lipstick color I could wear. I might just leave it as is. I mean, my nails don't match, so whatever. Okay, I think I'm going to use Bugaboo as liner on my upper lash line as well, but first I want to do Meadowhawk. What I'm going to do is from the inner to probably 2/3 of the lid, and then go back and finish with the liner unless I change my mind, which sometimes I do. So for Meadowhawk, I'm going to use my Precise multitasker brush, and I call it Precise because it's quite pointy. It's not part of the name. And we're going to go into Meadowhawk, which I love this color. Kind of a pinky, peachy gold. This is my first palette, I should say, of Sydney Grace shadows, and I'm very, very impressed. Speaking of indie brands, spoiler alert, I ordered the Juicy Boost, I think it's called, from Colored Rain. Shouldn't be much of a spoiler because I seem to order almost every palette from Colored Rain. I've got the Safari, I've got the Power, I've got the Queen of Hearts, I had the Cheers to the Beauty, I still do, they're in singles now. I got rid of the palette. It sat with the label created for 10 days. And so I inquired saying, that's not really normal. And the first answer back, I have to clean off some fallout. And the first answer back was, oh, get excited, your shipment has shipped. And I'm going, no, that's not how it works. So I think I had somebody else answer back when I said, no, I don't think that's how it works. And the person said, yeah, usually if you have a shipment sitting there for 10 days with just the label created and USPS hasn't even picked it up yet, it's usually a lost or stolen parcel. So they said they were sending me another one. And it's been 3 days. So I got that notification on August 31st, and now we're September 3rd. And there's no sign of it having shipped, even though they said they were going to expedite it. So I'm a little nervous about when I'm going to get that Juicy Boost. Juicy Boost, I think it's called. Anyway, I'll have the correct name on the screen if I'm screwing it up. I really want to play with that palette. It's nice and colorful, but it's kind of a summer color scheme, and we're kind of fall now. So I would like to get it sooner than later. And I'm going to go up a little bit higher with that shimmer. Where does shimmer end and metallic start? Because I never know necessarily what to call a given shadow. Look at that, right? That is really, really pretty. I think I'm going to go in with a very small brush and just keep that going on the very inner lower lid. So let me try, I'm going to use this brush and just let me try putting it, I don't want to go too low, I just want to keep that so bright on the very inner lid because it's so pretty. Oh yes. Oh yes. Okay. Liner on the upper lash line now, going back in with Bugaboo. Beautiful. If you want to see the swatches for this palette, if I haven't linked it yet, I will put it right there. Back in with the liner brush, the Precise Smudger from Smashbox. The only reason I have that many Smashbox brushes, by the way, is I bought the entire set, an entire set of 15 brushes for something like 70% off. I don't advocate necessarily anybody buying super expensive brushes. I mean, I use Essence brushes just as much as I use fancier stuff. And it was just a great value. And it came with the case. I'll put that. I will never ever tell someone they need the highest end stuff. I just think it's good to be opportunistic. And I was. And I waited for that set to go on super sale. I had a feeling it was going to. And I was delighted to be right. It doesn't always work out that way. Okay, almost done. Okay, I like that. I am going to go off camera, finish up my liner because I'm going to go waterline upper and lower and also do mascara. And I'll tell you about everything I used. And here is the final look. I am pretty happy about it. I think it looks good. It's very much on the natural, neutral side, at least for the types of looks that I do. I'm not going to change the lip. I think the lip goes really well with the look, and it's also a lipstick I'm trying to pan, so that's perfect. I just want to talk about what I did to finish up the look. I did use 2 liners, and they are right here. One of them is very small, one of them is very big. The burgundy one is called Alkaline from Urban Decay, and then the black one is also from Urban Decay, but it's called Perversion. And as you can tell, I really like Perversion. It is a very good liner for the upper waterline in my estimation. It's a little bit better than Zero, but either one works for me, and I do like Zero. If I have Perversion though, that is the one that I will tend to go for first. And I do have a new waterline pencil from Urban Decay to test out, but I decided I wanted to finish this one first in case I prefer the waterline one that I have waiting in the wings, because it's really hard to keep using something you don't like as much when you know you have something better in your collection. I don't know if you're the same, but that's the way I feel. But yeah, I don't mind Perversion at all. I think it's a good liner. I like the Perversion mascara, and I am hoping at some point to try the Perversion liner as well from Urban Decay. And then something I have been saving since November of last year. I kid you not. I bought this when the holiday stuff was coming out, and I told myself, be good. Use a bunch of your other mascaras in your collection, and I don't waste them. I use them until they're done, and then I move them out. I promised myself I could crack into this one, which is the Monsieur Big Holiday Edition 2019. And if you're familiar with the Monsieur Big, I'll put the usual packaging right there. Look at this guy. Is that not such pretty packaging for a mascara? And if you're not familiar with it, let me show you the wand. It is an extreme volumizing mascara, and I love it. This one is tied basically with the Stila Huge. This one is my favorite. Stila Huge is my second favorite. This is the friend I'm going to see on Saturday. She got me the Stila Huge for my birthday a couple of years ago. Those 2 mascaras are really, really good. And so I think you can see the volume that I got on my lashes with this mascara. I really enjoy it, and so I get to use it basically from now until the end of the year. 3-4 months is pretty much what it takes to finish a mascara, and so I get to play with this till the end of the year, and that just makes me very, very happy. And finally, as a finishing touch on my face, I did use the Cover FX High Performance Setting Spray. I like it. It has a really nice mister for a bottle that is not an automatic, like pressurized sprayer. It's really quite nice. I would say it's a little bit finer of a mist than the All Nighter Setting Spray from Urban Decay, which I also like, and the Maybelline Master Fix. So I really like the spray on this bottle. At first I didn't, but it was a little bit gummed up, I think, and now it's back to its proper functioning. And just so you can see what lipstick I'm using, this is the Smashbox lipstick. It's a deluxe, very deluxe sample. And this is what I have left. If you want to see that advent calendar project that this lipstick is included in, I'll put that there if I haven't done that already. And I don't have the name, unfortunately, because it, I'll show you. It was scraped off somehow. I don't know how that happened, but I don't have the name anymore. So that kind of sucks. So that is it from me. This is the third look using the Tiny Marvels palette by Mel Thompson and Sydney Grace. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions or comments, I would love to hear. And I thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.